Page 18, Barcarolle. This is a lesson on 2 and 3 note slurs. I don't know why you need a lesson on 2 and 3 note slurs, but they've got it here, so here we go. The idea with the 2 note slurs, you go down and up. With a 3 note or any longer slur, you go down and you stay down until you're ready to come up. They're using the drop roll method. I never really fully understood the purpose of that. Really what they're doing is you go down and you're changing notes, which causes you to roll. And as you do that, you come up. That's dangerous. You gotta watch out on that. Me, I go down and then I come up when I'm ready. You see, well, look at the first measure. You hear 2 note slurs. Down, up, down, down. That's all I do is just go down and up. The wrist leads it. That's all. It's a little motion. You don't have to get all fancy. If they roll, they're going to go here and they're going to roll this way. When you go up, and you kind of roll that way. To me, that's just extra unnecessary movement, and I don't roll. I just go down and up. And some teachers, this is where you have to be careful. Some teachers teach that on a 2 note slur, you play the second note staccato. I don't. There's a way to notate it. If they want it staccato, they could put a staccato in there. I just separate it. I mean, and technically speaking, it is staccato because you either get legato or staccato, and you're lifting up because of the slur that's cutting it a little bit short. That makes it staccato, but it's a long staccato. You just lift. I mean, you've had slurs all along. That's what the curved line is all about. Although you have to be careful because the curved line can be used for other things. But in this case, it's the slur, which means connect the note that the curved line is covering. Now, let's talk about this Barcarolle thingy. It's 3 lines long, sort of. Actually, it's longer than that. I'll come back to that. Treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key of C major. If you're doing scales, make sure you're doing the C major scale. 1 octave up and down would be fine. I usually don't say too much about it until the book presents scales, but I explain the technique for it in the video. I have a playlist on musical scales. Search it out, bookmark it, you're going to need it, and just go to the C major part and do the beginner portion. I explain it all in the video. There's an introductory video, you need to watch that too. Anyway, C major, and then time signature is 6/8. So there's 6 counts in a measure, and an 8th note gets a count now, not a quarter note. So let's check our notes and rhythms and fingerings first. Right hand, 3rd finger here, and because it's in C major, it's all white keys here. And it's 1, 2, 3. Remember, if an 8th note gets a count, a quarter note gets 2 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. Get it? Not that hard, I hope. Second line in where the dotted half note is. You're here. You're going to lift up and move. Just lift, that's fine. There's other fingerings we could use. This is fine. Just lift up and move. 2, 2. Now here we're not changing on repeated notes because we don't need to. This one hand position does it all. Left hand. Well, the left hand's here and here. You don't need these other finger numbers. Just read the notes. 2, 3. Dotted quarter note, remember, is the same as 3/8 notes. Here it gets 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So much for that. Let's go down the second line, the last 2 measures. It's an E. You should know that note is 2 ledger lines above bass clef is an E. Because C is 1 ledger line. You come up to the next one. Just reach up. You're not moving the hand. You're just reaching the thumb up. 2, 3. Now you go up 1 more because that's above the second led. That's an F. Just come up again. You're just stretching out a little bit. You want to get to where you can feel this too without looking at the keyboard eventually. Put the hands together. We're here. Together. Oh goody. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2. Get the idea? Let's go down second line, the last two measures. You've come up in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Connect this left hand all the way through. Even though you got to lift up in the right hand for the repeated notes, connect the left hand. Don't lift up in one hand just because you lifted up in another. I mean, sometimes you do, but it isn't because the one hand lifted up. It's for some other reason. Now, once you have the notes and the fingering and all that worked out, as far as articulation goes, you connect everything you possibly can here, and you're lifting up. You have to lift. Because it's a repeated note, you gotta lift up anyway. It's like the slurs are built in for you. So. But then in the second line on the dotted half note, now you can lift up. I would connect the left hand here, but if you want to lift up, because it's a new section, it's up to you, but I would connect it. Just lift up in the right hand. I'm pretty much connecting everything I can here. At the end of this third line, the DC al fine, remember DC means go back to the beginning. Don't ask questions, just go to the beginning. So you're here. You have to lift up and come back down, that's fine. I'd connect the right hand, or the left hand, so it's here, here. See, I connected that, but I had to come down. So I'd connect this left hand all the way through. Then the dynamics, well, P is piano for soft, that's the melody. The left hand has to be very soft. Whatever you think soft is, this is very soft. We're playing light here, very light. And then you have these swells. And then come out. Try and feel those. And it's for the right hand. The left hand needs to be in the background. You come up to about a moderately soft is all, not loud. Give you another P at the second line, but I'm already piano. So, but that's just to make sure. In case you're not piano anymore, second line, make sure you're at piano. You get the swells again, and then after the dotted half note, you're going to go up to about a moderately loud here. And come down. And then again, go moderately soft. You need to get to where you can feel these dynamics. That's where it really happens. Because how loud you get is what do you feel. There's no set, go to this loud. I mean, I'm giving you ideas, go up to moderately soft or whatever, but again, you feel it. Moderato for the speed, and that's the overall feel of it. It's not the speed of the beat. And this is, because you might think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of fast for moderato, but the overall feel of it, this is kind of a swing. It's felt in 2. You just kind of feel it in 2, because the left hand is playing on the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Told you the DC means go back to the beginning, and the al fine is in the second line in the middle where the thin and thick bar lines are. That's the end of a piece symbol. You go to there, okay. Let's play this together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'm going to play it all about the same. I'll give us 6 counts because there's 6 beats in a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 2, 3, 4. To the beginning. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, off.